Hello everybody. So I finally got my tank back. Had a local guy paint it. Came out really well. I wanted kind of a matte finish, and the reason for that is I just like that better. I think it gives it a better a match with the bike, because the bike, you know, I didn't really polish and clean my aluminum parts here, so it gives it kind of that same, I don't know, maybe like antique, worn out look. And anyway, so he did this nice paint. It's called it's a hot rod color by SEM paints, and this is the number for it. It's LV smoke, so it's a metal flake type deal, which looks really awesome, I think. And another thing that did, which I think I covered these earlier, these are regular car emblems that you can order on Amazon, and this particular model bike has an 82, I believe it's 82 millimeter sticker or emblem, and the red star in their 70s. So I found this, and the angle and everything seems to be just perfect, so I think that really gives it a cool look, you know. And then I think also I'm going to get a new cap. I don't mind this cap, but I think I'd like to do something aluminum. And then the next step with putting this tank back together is I got rebuild kits, because the original caps were a little bit worn out, so I got new ones, nice and clean, and those will pop over there. I'm going to actually take this all apart, put in new filters, which a couple of these, I only need one of those, I believe, but kind of clean that up inside and get that put back into the tank. Filters are still in good shape. And then, well, I'll show you what it looks like here. And another thing on the tank, so mine, because I did some modifications, this tank sits up higher than the rest. I wanted an angle, so what I did is I fabricated a bracket here, this one here, and I had a friend of mine braze it in, so that gives it that little bit of a higher stance. Normally it sat down a little bit lower, and I just didn't like the way it lined up with the seat and everything, so I made this bracket. It sits it up a little bit higher, but then the part that's kind of funny is that you have this big gap here, but I'll show you in a second what I did. So I'm going to put this on here just so you get a visual of what it looks like. So that's what it looks like on the bike. And again, with the colors here, this will all be obviously tucked underneath. So run that up and under, and then you can see here how good it looks with that emblem on there. Really pretty cool, I think. It's a nice gloss black along with the frame, which has been powder coated. Kind of offsets everything. I think it looks really good. And then again, this space in the back. So now you got this weird space. So I made a couple of plates to fit in there, and fabricated another. So this plate will go inside here and be bolted on, and you can see there's a couple of nut plates there. And I first made an aluminum piece that I think would go in there pretty well, and then I said, it looks pretty good, maybe different, maybe flat or a different color, or match it to the tank. But instead I made something else, got a little bit creative, and I made a wooden, I got a piece of oak from the store, and I think that'll look pretty cool in there. It kind of matches a little bit the seat, or the, you know, the flatness of everything, and the grain gives it a little something different, which I'm actually seeing now a lot of cafe racer guys. That a couple BMWs do tails that are made out of wood and block, and looks pretty cool. So I thought that would give it a nice little look. But yeah, so I'm still waiting for my switches to come in for my momentary push buttons, which then I can configure the Moto Gadget, the Bluetooth I have on there, and I'm hoping those come in soon. I'm ordering those from Revival Cycles. I got their special housings. They're really cool. They're a place in Texas and out of Austin, and they make these custom housings. And then the switches, they had an issue with their vendor, but hopefully they're coming out soon. So anyway, yeah, this is how it sits now, and I'm pretty excited. I think the tank looks absolutely fantastic on there. And that's what we have. Goodbye.